How's everyone doing? This is the doubleheader. Unfortunately, I could not upload the doubleheader on time. In front of the usual Sunday slate. That's when I really like to fucking get it up in for the fucking next week, and you still had that little taste of last week in your mouth. And you know what? I had the video ready, but my internet shit the bed, and for that I apologize. I should have better internet. I'm already working on it. I have a new fucking modem on the way right now. And shit, I'm gonna get into everything, man. That's what we do here, man. I'm hoping this one comes out before Sunday. That's my absolute prayer. Hopefully my prayers are answered and this shit's uploaded before Sunday, cause I want to get a routine going here, and my internet's really fucking me up doing that shit. So anyways, it is the NFL Week 11 recap / Week 12 preview, yada yada yada. You seen all that fucking thumbnail in the intro, whatever the fuck. We're gonna get into everything, man. Fucking the Pats won 25-0 over the Falcons. It was glorious. Like, basically all of the AFC powerhouses fell, besides maybe the Ravens, who just barely escaped the fucking Chicago Bears. So you know they're destined for another couple losses, especially with the Browns coming up. I mean, what can I say? New England looks like they're fucking top shit and potential #1 contenders. Let's get into everything, man. I'm ready. Let's fucking do it. Welcome everyone to the doubleheader. This is the Week 11 / Week 12 edition of the doubleheader. I am the high guy, and let's get right into fucking everything. You know how we roll here, man. Opening off Week 11, we had the dominant performance of the Patriots over the Falcons. As I've mentioned before, 25-0. Honestly, there's nothing really much left to say about this game. I've said everything there is to say. Watch this video. I'll have it right up over here somewhere. You can click on it if you want to figure out what my opinions are. You probably already know what the fuck my opinions are of this game. Pat's going to the Super Bowl. I don't say that as a joke. I don't say that as like as something like that I'm just throwing out there. It seems like it's something that's very realistic if you really look at the fucking statistics. If you watch the fucking games, New England's got a shot at the Super Bowl, and I'm fucking hyped, dude. Yeah, so click the video, whatever the fuck. It's one of these two fucking sides. You can figure, you'll see it in the video. Moving on for the I guess this is the official start of Week 11 here. Because forget about the Thursday night game. That was just a wash. New England fucking dominated them, steamrolled them. Moving on. The 49ers over the Jaguars 32-10. This was everything I thought it would be. Jacksonville had one little fucking lucky win, 69 over 9-6, whatever you want to say, over the Buffalo Bills. But that win looks a little less impressive now that you Now that you see what the fucking Bills just got handed to them by the fucking Colts. We'll get into that in a second. That was glorious as well. Jacksonville had one lucky day. That's the whole thing that I love about football, is the whole any given Sunday thing. And that was on full display when the Jaguars beat the fucking Bills. And I know, I said Jaguars. Fight me, dude. Look like they're fucking finding themselves again. They're starting to regain some of that 2019 form. They're mostly healthy. Jimmy G's not turning over the ball. They're starting to great win for the Niners. They can easily fucking only my picks for like the 6 and 7 seeds. I'm gonna make another playoff prediction video at some point. They're probably gonna be involved in that in some point, in some fucking fashion, I should say. Crudo. Moving on, we got the Colts over the Bills, 41-15, in a game that no one saw fucking coming. This was never close. Buffalo had its chances. Josh Allen was just not good, bro. I believe he had like 3 interceptions or something like that. It was not his day, man. Every quarterback has one of these fucking days, and it only seemed like a matter of time before something like this happened to Josh Allen, and it did. The Colts came in. They wanted a little fucking payback from last year. Jonathan Taylor was fucking amazing. 5 touchdowns, like it was fucking easy for him out there. 4 rushing, 1 receiving. It was great. Their running game was unstoppable. They did, however, lose Quentin Nelson, who I'm really hoping they don't fucking lose for the season, because he's probably the best at his position in the game, and I don't want to see anyone like lose people to injury, because I want to see these teams at full strength when they're actually playing each other. You know what I'm saying? Full strength. That's when you see like the best of the best against the best. I mean, however you want to say it. What you know what I'm trying to say here. Kudos to the Colts. They're 6-5 right now. The Titans are 8-3. It would have really fucking helped if they would have won that game in overtime against Tennessee, because they'd be right there. I mean, they can still catch them. I think they play one more game against each other, so they might be able to catch each other. I mean, the Colts might be able to catch the Titans, I should say. Excuse me. Me and my fucking weird ass alarms. Props to the Colts, man. Shame on the Bills. They let New England back into that fucking top spot in the AFC. It was where we fucking belong. The announcers were just like, it's so bizarre that fucking New England's in the top spot in the AFC East, like as if that wasn't like the norm for the last like 20 years outside of last year. I mean, yeah, that's about it. Because Brady still won the division in 2019. This has only been Buffalo's division for literally 1 year. So they're still fresh on that fucking throne, and they got deseated. Uh, it's not quite panic time for the Bills, but you need to get your shit together ASAP. Because if you don't, you're going to be playing on the road for the playoffs. And that doesn't... I love Josh Allen. I love Stephon Diggs. I love what the Bills got going on. But that does not... It doesn't matter the team. It doesn't bode well for you. I mean, I know Tampa just won the Super Bowl from winning, like, every game on the road. Minus the Super Bowl. But... just they had a ridiculous amount of talent. They still have that amount of fucking talent. And they're gonna be, if not in the Super Bowl, they're gonna be at least in the NFC Championship game. They're gonna be there at the end. Mark my words on that. But anyways, we got off topic. Props to the Colts. Huge fucking W here to get to 6-5. Shame on you, Bills. Moving on, we have a fucking very good game here. The Vikings over the Packers, 34-31. I couldn't believe my eyes, man. I thought towards the end, like, Kirk Cousins would somehow blow the game again. And he damn near did throw an interception, but, like, it hit the ground before the Duke can actually get possession of it. So he lucked out there. And amazingly, the Vikings kicker actually made a clutch kick. So there was a lot of weird shit going on right now. But Minnesota has 2 back-to-back quality wins over the Chargers, now the Packers. And they look alive. They're 5-5 right now. They're fucking totally alive in this thing. The NFC wild card race is wide the fuck open, especially when you have those top 5 teams at the top, like, and everything else is just kind of like whatever. Like the Eagles can get back into it, the Giants, the football team, the Bears, I mean, it's possible. Not likely, but possible. The Niners, they're getting back into this thing. Seattle, nah, never mind. Seattle's fucking dead, dude. Great game by Kirk Cousins. Aaron Rodgers played really fucking good, too. But it came down to whoever had the ball last, and Kirk didn't fuck it up this time. So props to him for that. Vikings are still alive at 500, 5-5. Packers will be just fine. Don't worry about them. Yeah, they got the Rams coming up, so they better get their shit together, because that's going to be a tough game. Moving on, we got the Browns over the Lions 13-10. This was not pretty from either side. Jared Goff was not playing for the Lions. I think he had some kind of injury or something. I don't know. I don't follow the fucking Lions. I don't give a shit what's going on with the Lions. Yeah, Baker Mayfield wasn't great either in this game. He threw fucking 2 interceptions. He was just not fucking efficient. Something is not right with him. I mean, there's a lot that's not right with him. Like his shoulder's fucked up. I think his knee is fucked up. Probably his back too, from carrying this fucking team for a little while. But now it's hurting them, man. They gotta put Case Keenum in there, man. It's not that big of a downgrade, to be honest, man. At this point, just let Baker heal. when they're both healthy, obviously Baker is the better quarterback of the two, but he is not fucking healthy right now. And for that, that gives Case Keenum a slight edge over Baker Mayfield because he is not putting the team in harm's way with him being fucking injured and playing hurt and forcing shit. The Browns are lucky these are the Lions and they can just fucking push them around without really even trying. And they can just rely on their defense. And as long as they don't fucking turn over the ball too much, they did, but their defense bailed them out. I don't know, man. They don't look as serious as they did once the year started. I'll just say that. That's pretty obvious to see. Props to them anyways. This was a very ugly win. And as for the Lions, man, this is how you tank the right way. Make it close, but don't actually win. Next up, we have the Dolphins over the Jets, 24-17. A game everyone was fucking clamoring to see. Who gives a fuck, honestly? Joe Flacco is playing for the Jets. He's washed beyond recognition. The Dolphins won with Tua. Whatever. They're 4-7 now. Let's not get crazy and say they're gonna go for a playoff spot because they are at least 3 or 4 games back from like even the 7th seed. At least 3 games back, and I don't see them making up that much fucking ground when you have teams like Denver and Las Vegas and Cleveland, Pittsburgh, fucking, and the teams in the spots right now. You have the Chargers, obviously. The Patriots are the AFC East top spot, but a loss could drop them down to the wild card. Excuse me. Buffalo is currently a wild card team, so like it's not gonna happen. You're fucking yourself for next season if anything. I get you're gonna keep trying, but you guys know you're not ass, but you're below average. I mean, even giving you kind of close to average it's at fucking reach, man. You need Deshaun Watson. You need him fucking bad. You need something to uplift this fucking franchise because Tua Tagovailoa is not that fucking dude. And maybe Brian Flores isn't that dude either. That remains to be seen. As for the Jets, man, whatever. Fuck it. Bring in Zach Wilson later on in the year. He's expected to lose anyway, but at least now there's like literally zero pressure on him. Let him get his reps in, and who knows? Maybe he can make that big leap in the second year. Who knows, man? Just build around him. Have some faith in somebody, and good things might happen for the Jets. Moving on, we have another fucking stunner right here. This was glorious. Texans over the Titans 22-13. What happened here, guys? Like, what the fuck are the Titans, honestly? I knew this would come to bite them in the ass eventually, but like they showed promise the last couple of weeks that like they're like, hey, we're still a fucking force to be reckoned with, and then they go and fucking lay an egg like this shit. Not to say they're not prone to lay eggs, because there's no Derrick Henry to fucking rely on. It's all Ryan Tannehill, which I've been saying for the longest time is that if they lose him, that's it. That's it. They're gonna probably make the playoffs, but they're not going anywhere. If King Henry does not come back for the playoffs, y'all ain't going anywhere. I'm sorry. Tannehill is not that fucking dude. He's above average. I'll give him that. He's above average. That's about as high as I'll go with him. This defense isn't all that great, though. You had Tyrod Taylor fucking slicing you up with nobodies. I don't know if they have Brandon Cooks out there or not, but that's about all they got, and he's slightly washed. So, Titans, get your shit together. You got to go to Foxborough in a few days on Sunday, and y'all are gonna get the shit kicked out of you. I don't mean to spoil that segment. That's our game of the week, but I'm not gonna say we're gonna crush them. But New England's looking really fucking good right now, and the Titans have a lot of flaws. They can't run the ball as well as they once did, obviously, and that's gonna fucking bite them in the ass. What the fuck, dude? I'm gonna cut that out. Bullshit. Alright. Moving on. We got... What do we got here next? Washington over the Panthers 27-21. This was Cam's big fucking return to Carolina. And this was the typical Cam game. He was fucking magnificent. He had a rushing touchdown. He had a couple of passing touchdowns. Very, very efficient. But when he was absolutely needed to make a play at the end and get a fourth down and can convert on downs, he couldn't get it. He has a history of coming up short in a lot of these big plays. I know because I've seen it at least like fucking 4 or 5 times last year with the Patriots. I love Cam, but like he comes through in the clutch like once in a while. He's not the clutchest player in the world. That's what I'm really trying to say here. Obviously, Heineke played all right in this game. Rivera just knows Cam too well. The stats showed that Cam was fucking awesome, but Rivera did just enough to hold up Cam. He knows what makes that dude tick, and he knew what to do at the end, and that's how they won this game. And that's how Washington's kind of staying in the mix a little bit. Wide open NFC wildcard, like I said, you never know. Next up, we have the Ravens over the Bears, 16-13. Choke job by the Bears. No Lamar Jackson for this game. I think they had Tyler Huntley. I think that's what his name was. I don't fucking know. Bears blew this shit. Matt Nagy needs to go. If you see my Bears video, you probably know how I feel about that whole organization. Like, just fucking toxic, dude. It's awful. Baltimore barely won this fucking game. They are barely tied for like the 1 seed right now. And they don't feel like a serious contender. Mainly that's because they don't have any weapons right now for Lamar Jackson, and obviously they don't have Lamar right now. But even when they did have Lamar, this was basically a one-man show, and I knew that was eventually going to come to bite him in the fucking ass. Because without Lamar, they're nowhere near the fucking same team. Like, they still got the dub here today, but it wasn't pretty. Believe me. Props to them anyways, keeping their shit going. Next up, we got the Eagles over the Saints, 40-29. Like I said, man, the Saints gonna keep fucking free falling, dude. This is only gonna get worse for the Saints, man. Now, if you look at the stats for the Eagles, they weren't too impressive, but they're doing just enough, man. They're finding ways to win games. I believe they're 5-6 now. Like, they're not too fucking bad, man. They could be in play for one of these wild card spots as well. And if you get into the dance, you never fucking know what'll happen. So why not keep fighting if you're the Eagles? Shit. Maybe Hurts is the guy. Just keep building around him. You don't fucking know, man. Props to them anyways. Saints, like I said, are gonna keep free falling unless you get something of a fucking answer at quarterback that is not Trevor Siemian, for the love of fucking God. Yeah, just anything but him. Moving on, we got the Bungles over the Raiders, 32-13. I'm happy the Bengals finally got a dub here, burying the pretender Raiders. Getting their mojo back a little bit, man. Moving up to 6-4 now. They're back in contention for this division. They're 1 game back of Baltimore. I mean, realistically, half a game back because they actually won a game. They blew them out a couple weeks ago. They could easily fucking sneak into first place in this division, man. They just gotta stay at the heels of Baltimore. That's it, man. They got 1 more game coming up against Baltimore. That'll make up the ground right there. You just have to keep pace with them, you know. As far as the Raiders go, they have too much fucking dysfunction going on this year, man. It's not going to be a good year for them. Best case scenario for me, I'm saying 8-9, 7-10. Obviously, you're not going to tank the rest of this year away because once you have a good start, you can't tank at all. you're committed to that shit. Unfortunately, it's gonna lead to a very mediocre record for the Raiders. What a shame, man. They had such a good start to the season too. Props to the Bungles. Next up, we have a very disappointing 19-9 Chiefs victory over the Cowboys. And now what I mean by disappointing is, like, I was expecting, like, some kind of shootout in, like, the 30s, the 40s each. You know, some fucking Rams-Chiefs Monday night bullshit. But you know what? We were treated to that. We were treated to two somewhat decent defenses playing out of their fucking minds. Dak Prescott was bad in this game. He had 2 picks. Mahomes had a pick. Neither quarterback was really great in this game, but the Chiefs did enough to beat the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, more so Dak, just didn't look right. He's still a tad bit rusty coming off of that injury. The Falcons game was, it was just easy, man. Like, the defense is so ass in the Falcons. Like, it was literally easy for them. Like, there was no pressure on Dak. He was just fucking doing whatever he wanted, man. And it wasn't a challenge. Like, kind of same thing for the Patriots, too. Wasn't really that much of a challenge. And then he ran into an energized Chiefs defense. Like I said, man, the Chiefs defense goes as Patrick Mahomes goes. If he's fucking kicking ass, they're probably going to be pretty damn good, too. If he's not good, well, you know, vice versa. He's not going to be. They're not going to be that great. Props to the Chiefs, man. They got a stranglehold in that AFC West right now. Next up, we have the Cardinals over the Seahawks, 23-13. I believe Kyler Murray was back for this game. Wasn't really too much to talk about in this game. Seattle is pretty much dead. Russell Wilson came back way too fucking late. It wasn't his fault, though. I get it. He may need to find a new team to go to, or Pete Carroll might need to go, I believe, for this team to actually fucking to flourish. And the offensive core is there. You have Lockett, you have Metcalf. I mean, you can keep Russell Wilson around if he allows it. Build the offensive line. Obviously, build the defense as well. Try to make this team more complete, if at all possible. And the Cardinals will keep on rolling, man. They're probably going to be the number 1 seed, as far as what I can see. But who knows with the NFL. But as far as now goes, they're my number 1 seed pick. Moving on to the Sunday night game, which was surprisingly fucking really good. I don't know where this fucking outburst of offense came from for the Steelers, dropping fucking 27 points in the fourth quarter. Like, Ben turned back the fucking hands of time for like fucking 1 quarter and was unbelievable. They took the lead for a little bit in the end. Chargers won this game 41-37 over the Steelers. I don't know if I got that score in before, but it was something, man. Justin Herbert played like a baller, dude. It was fucking great, man. He fucking showed up, man. Buried the Steelers. Not 6 feet under, but about like 6 inches under. Because this is going to hurt them in the playoff race big time. Although they do have the tie, which makes things kind of fucking, a little fucky. So it could come to bite them in the ass, though. You never know. Props to the Chargers, man. I really want to see them get to the dance. It doesn't matter if they win a division or not. I just want to see them get to the playoffs. I feel like Herbert in the playoffs might be pretty fucking dangerous. And like I said, I want to see the best of the best, and that definitely includes that shit. Alright, so this is an update for the Monday night game. Tampa Bay won the game 30-10 over the Giants. No fucking shocker here. Brady did his business. As I said, the Buccaneers are getting back to their winning ways, and that started with a convincing win over the Giants, who are now 3-7, and unfortunately, mathematically they're in the game, but realistically, let's be 100. Giants ain't going fucking anywhere. Moving on. Alright, so that concludes the Week 11 recap of the NFL. And I'm going to get a sip of water, and then we're going to do Week 12. do a preview. Woo! All right. Moving on. Week 12 of the NFL. This is who we're going to pick. We're going to talk about the spread. We're going to do all that shit. And coming up, we got the Thanksgiving fucking trio of games. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Hopefully this shit is uploaded around Thanksgiving. That'd be magnificent. Starting off, we have just a game I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to fucking lie. It's the Bears at the Lions. The Bears are 3.5 point favorites. If you're going against the spread here, I would still go Bears either way. Yeah, Bears are going to win that game. Next up, we got the Raiders at the Cowboys. Cowboys are -7 here. I would still take the Cowboys to win this game because the Raiders, they do have the fucking ability to put up points, but like, they're not very good, dude. They're not fucking good. Dallas is pretty good. They came off kind of an embarrassing loss to the Chiefs, which isn't really an embarrassing loss, but from what they've shown this year, it's a little embarrassing of a performance they put in. So they can redeem themselves. Quote unquote redeem themselves against the Raiders this week, and they'll get the dub in this one. Then we have the Sunday Night Football and Thursday night game. It's the Bills at the Saints. The Bills are going to get this one all day. I'm really hoping for the upset because obviously I want New England to fucking gain some more ground in the AFC East. Like, get a bigger lead. But there's no reason Buffalo shouldn't win this game. It is in the Superdome, which will be a little difficult for Josh Allen. But he'll fucking lead the charge here. They'll get the W here. Like I said, praying for the upset, but not seeing it. Next up, we have the game of the fucking week. Hopefully, have like some kind of fucking some cool graphic for that shit because I want to get something going for that. We got the Titans at the Patriots, and you know what, man? Pending the Ravens game, this could decide who's the number 1 seed in the AFC right now. New England wins here. Baltimore loses their game. I'm not sure who they're playing. I believe they're playing in Cleveland this week, which would be fucking good as well. We'll get to that in a minute. Pending that game, New England wins this game. End of the week comes, man. The Pats could be the number 1 seed. What a fucking turn of events. That's all I can say, man. Titans, they're reeling right now, man. Getting beat that bad by a very unimpressive team, like a very just like a nothing team. It's embarrassing, dude. And they're coming into Foxborough on a bit of a slump. And I obviously am picking New England in this game, but I think let's see here. New England they are 5.5 point favorites, and is that enough? I feel like New England should be like an 8-point favorite or something like that, man. I have a lot of confidence what they got going on, man. They're just gonna fucking run the football down their throat, set up the play action, get fucking Hunter Henry in there. Obviously, throw a little Jacoby Myers in there, a little bit of Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar, maybe some Jonnu Smith. Maybe he won't fucking mess up his routes or fumble the ball. Lots and lots of Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson, obviously. Mac Jones is going to be efficient is all fuck. The defense is going to be fucking fantastic. We're going to get the W here for sure. Next, we have the Buccaneers at the Colts, another game I'm really looking forward to. Tampa Bay are 2.5 point favorites here. The Colts fucking stock raised through the roof after they fucking bombarded the Buffalo Bills last Sunday. This game is at home for the Colts. This is a big game for the Colts. I'm feeling Tampa will win here, just because they've lost 2 straight. Actually, no. You know what? I'm doing the Bills game, the Giants Bucks game afterwards. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna win that game, but I don't know yet. Anyways, Tampa will probably win this game. If I had to say, they're probably gonna win this game. It's gonna be close though. So if I had to pick against the spread, Still going to give Tampa the edge because I think they're probably going to win by like a touchdown. Next up, we have the Eagles. All right, pardon that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's carry on, man. The Eagles at the Giants. The Eagles are 3.5-point favorites here. The Giants have been on a bit of a I wouldn't say a slide. They've been kind of like going upwards a little bit lately, but the Eagles have kind of been doing the same thing, but like a little bit better. They might not have as good a talent as the Giants do, but they're more like a cohesive unit. Even if they're under like kind of a very subpar head coach in Nick Sirianni, they're gonna get the dub here to get the 6-6. Next up, we have the Falcons at the Jaguars. Whatever, dude. Like, Falcons are 1-point favorites. Whatever. Dome team coming down to hot ass Jacksonville. I'm gonna have to go Jaguars here in a very close one. I don't see any good prospects for either of these fucking teams, but the Jaguars seem capable of getting some weird ass wins, and that feels like one of them right here. Moving on, we get the Jets at the Texans. Some bullshit you're not gonna watch. Texans are 2.5-point favorites. Who gives a fuck? Because I have to pick them because it's an actual NFL game. Texans. Next, we have the Panthers at the Dolphins. I see Cam getting the dub here for the Panthers, man. I don't see him dropping that second game in a row. The Dolphins aren't really all that impressive. He's going to take care of business in this game and get the Panthers to 6-6. Moving on, we got the Steelers at the Bengals. That's right, I call them the Bengals. I believe they earned that, and they're going to establish that they're the Bengals when they beat the fuck out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not saying it's going to be a beatdown. Maybe like 10 points. The Bengals are 4.5-point favorites here. I would still take the Bengals there, even with the points, or the subtraction of points, I should say. Next up, we have the Chargers at the Broncos. Easy pick here, Chargers. Broncos are they feel very 500-ish. They are 500, and I believe they will be not 500. They'll be about 8-9 at the end of the year. That's my guess. Chargers will get this. Herbert's amazing. Next up, we have a game that easily could have been game of the week, and the Rams at the Packers. This is a fucking toss-up, man. But simply because of the cold weather, I gotta go fucking Packers here. Even though this will be a third loss in a row for the Rams, and that'll be fucking demoralizing. But I feel like Green Bay's got the edge here, obviously, with the cold weather. It's probably gonna snow in this game. It's gonna be fucking glorious. And I feel like the Rams might get a third fucking straight beatdown. Handed at the hands of fucking Aaron Rodgers, of all people. Next, we have the Vikings at the 49ers. These two teams are very evenly matched. They both can run the fucking shit out of the football. One can pass a little better than the other one simply because he has slightly better weapons. Not to say Deebo Samuel is not as good as like Adam Thielen. Definitely not Justin Jefferson, but Deebo is pretty fucking good. They do have George Kittle as well, so that kind of evens the playing field. It really comes down to Jimmy G versus Kirk Cousins. And Kirk's been playing really fucking good this year. But I'm going to have to go 49ers here, man, in a very close game. This feels like a game that the Niners would probably win at the last fucking second. Moving on, we got the Browns at the Ravens. And what could be very crucial to the AFC North title later on in the year. The Ravens are 4-point favorites here. And I would probably take them, man. If Lamar's playing, I'm taking the Ravens. Because the Browns, and more importantly, Baker Mayfield, have just not been right lately. And they just feel like a weird bet to have, man. Because they're even more inconsistent than they were before. And not to say Baltimore doesn't have its moments. Lamar is pretty fucking dependable. Unless it's the playoffs, of course. The regular season is very dependable. So I'll pick them here. And last but certainly least, Seahawks at the football team. Who cares? I guess I'll go Seattle here. I feel like Russell Wilson will try to do something at the end of the year. I feel like they should just sit him at this point. Alright, this is the second time I've had to record this shit, but Russell Wilson is, he's gonna do his thing in this game, man, and unfortunately it's not gonna lead to really anywhere for the fucking Seahawks, or either of these fucking teams. The football team, maybe, just maybe, but I would not put my money on that whatsoever. But anyways, that was the Week 12 preview, and more importantly, that was the doubleheader. I am the high guy, as you know. I want you to please subscribe, like the video, comment below if you liked or you fucking hated something. Let me know. I'll fucking respond, and we'll have a little combo, man. Let me know. Take it easy. Have a good one. And as always, remember, stay high.